Hello, welcome back to Billy Ho Sports. It's finally here. Kentucky Derby 151. This is going to be the final analysis show with some picks and some bets, a little long shot action, all that kind of good stuff. Don't forget, I know I haven't mentioned it in the last several videos, but it was the main, very first preview post-draw analysis show that I am giving away the 100th anniversary Kentucky Derby glass. So subscribe to the channel, free and easy. Leave a comment with your pick to win Kentucky Derby 151. Use the hashtag BHS. Like and share the video, and you're in. So pretty much, if multiple people get it right, then we'll put them in a draw and draw for the glass that way. If just one person gets it right, then that person wins the glass. Easy enough. So if you have followed me on this journey through the Derby Trail, I can't thank you enough for all the great support. Really, really kind of you all to join me. And so we'll start off with yet another scratch. Grande getting pulled by the vets, the big hoof crack, controversial. Mike Rapoli not happy about it. A lot of people not happy about it. It sounds a little suspect, but it is what it is. So one less horse we have to worry about. And I have been bouncing around with top five choices now with the defection of Rodriguez. Things are getting evening out a little bit, but one thing has always remained static: the top two horses, Journalism and Sovereignty. Both these horses have been total professionals at Churchill Downs. Both of them look primed and ready for their best efforts, proven legit contenders. And I think even if even if they don't, one or the other doesn't win, or they both don't win, I'm pretty confident that their chances of hitting the board, filling out the exacta, are high. So I'm going to be running some Kentucky Derby bets to consider on the news feed underneath. So take a look at that during the show. And we're just going to start with, I'm not going over all the horses. I'm just going to touch on a few. I'll start with Citizen Bull, who I'm not going to use. I might regret tossing him, but I do have a future win bet on him. So that one post is just ugh. I really would love him if he comes out of the Derby okay, that he's going to be really a pistol in the Preakness coming up. So number 3, Final Gambit, actually current odds too. Citizen Bull's down to 14-1, by the way. So Final Gambit, number 3, is down to 15-1. I guess word's getting out about him. I love that closing speed. He looks really good on the track. I think a win place show bet or using underneath is in order. Hopefully those odds tick back up. I would prefer that very much. Same with number 5, American Promise. People are getting on the Dwayne Lucas bandwagon. This one's down to 12-1. Coming in off 49 days rest, should be fresh. I'm going to keep an eye on the tote board, but I think if I do an Oaks Derby double, I'm definitely going to use him in the unders on the Kentucky Oaks Derby double. Anyway, number 9, Burnham Square, I'm feeling a lot better about. They had another chat with Mark Cutler. He and Wilkes don't seem to be concerned at all. I still am a little bit concerned about the long day ahead of him, and hopefully he handles that okay. But they know what they're doing. They've been around the block. Excuse me. So I'm going to use Burnham Square. 12 East Avenue is up to a juicy 33-1. And he got back into consideration for me. And now with the Rodriguez being out of the picture, it got a little easier for him to try to go out and get that lead. So interesting play. I don't, and like I said, these are just current odds just from this morning. So, they're going to change in another more than a day. So Tistastic, number 14 is going to be a use. 17-1. He's hit the board at Churchill Downs. I give him a decent chance to clean up the mess if there's a hotly contested pace. 16 Cold Battle. I really want to use the little guy, but 27-1. But I'm going to have to take some stands and eliminate some horses, and he'd be one of the first ones out. 17 Sandman down to 5-1. Jose aboard. I love Jose. I'm going to use him underneath. Gray, I think they said it's been more than 20 years since a Gray's won the Kentucky Derby. So who knows? But this one's interesting. 18 Sovereignty's up to 9-1 right now. That's my top choice in the Kentucky Derby. So, things haven't changed any. He actually moved out of the dreaded 17 post that's never won the Kentucky Derby. He's now in post 16 because Grande scratched. So everybody moves down one. So post 16 is good news. 19 Chunk of Gold, 30-1. I could see him in the mix. He's got that good mid pack speed, and then making that turn and then hitting the stretch, but just kind of like Stronghold was in the Derby last year. He was right there at the top of the stretch, and then faded to like fifth or sixth after that. And then, of course, we get to number 21 Baeza, got in there. 21-1, that's going to change. I can't imagine this horse, once word spreads that he's in the race, that these odds aren't going to be bet down to single digits. I could see 6 or 7-1 as a fourth or fifth choice. But I'm not going to play. I have to take some stands, and like I said, the immature ones, I was going to take a stand against Grande, just because he's so lightly raced. And Baeza, you could use underneath. I wouldn't talk you out of it. But as far as winning from the outside post like that, he's not Big Brown. So, like I said, expect the odds to change. But this is going to do it for the show. I hope you really enjoyed the ride. I'm going to be here all summer long. We got big time summer stakes coming up. We also, it's not over. We got the Preakness, the Belmont, all kinds of stuff in the summertime, Travers and Haskell, and just really great time. We'll do more giveaways. We'll have some fun with it. And till the next time we see you, best of luck this weekend, everybody. See you soon.
Now John Velasquez gets Fierceness into the mix. Stronghold is there. Epic Ride goes up on the far outside. Just Steel is close up to as they race past the first time. And then comes Mystic Dan down on the inside of West Saratoga. Resilience is next. Then comes Society Man on the outside of Just a Touch. Catalytic along the rail. Nordic is next, saving all the ground into that turn. Then comes Catching Freedom, Domestic Product, Rambo the first, then Japan's Forever Young down on the inside. Sierra Leone has 3 horses beaten. They are T.O. Password, Honor Marie, and Endlessly. So this important half mile coming up here. They run that first half in 46.63 seconds. Pace is even enough, not flying. Track Phantom the leader. Just Steel perched up on the outside second. Fierceness is third just outside of them. Then Stronghold, Mystic Dan to the inside, and Epic Ride 3 wide. West Saratoga in behind that group. Then Stronghold, he's got 7 lengths to make up. Look back for Sierra Leone, he's still about 14 lengths behind as Track Phantom passes the half-mile pole with the lead, and Fierceness is moving now, and going right with him is Just Steel, the 3 of them across the track. Then Longshot Epic Ride, Mystic Dan toward the inside, Stronghold is next. Then Fierceness, Sierra Leone and Forever Young still with work to do. Forever Young is starting to pick it up as they come toward the top of the stretch. It is Fierceness who's moving up on the outside of Track Phantom, and there on the far outside, here comes a run from Stronghold and Resilience has now moved up to take the lead as Fierceness is given way, coming by the 16th pole, and Mystic Dan has now come through on the inside. It is Mystic Dan down toward the inside with the lead in the final 16th. Forever Young, Sierra Leone is coming. These 3 coming down to the wire. Who's it going to be? Oh, it's a photo of the Derby.